If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I'm a foster carer as well as a dietitian. I've cared for around 40 kids, including 8 babies under the age of 1. Now, I have to admit that I'm a little scared saying this out loud because I think it's going to come back to bite me. But I think I've become a bit of a baby whisperer when it comes to getting them to sleep through the night. I've been able to get at least the last 4 to sleep through the night before they turned 3 months of age, which obviously makes a huge difference to my sanity. I put it down to a combination of experience combined with nutrition knowledge. So in this episode of Nourish, I'm going to share some of my favourite tips to get your baby to sleep through the night with nutrition. Stay tuned. Hello, if this is our first time connecting, welcome. My name is Melanie McGrice and I'm a dietitian who specialises in nutrition throughout the first 1,000 days of life, from conception to toddlerhood, where it sets the foundation for the future health of your baby. Make sure that you subscribe for my weekly tips and check out the description box below this video for additional resources. Now, my current foster bub is now 3.5 months old. I put him down around 7:30 at night, wake him up for a dream feed at around 10, and then he sleeps until around 6 a.m. when we get up and start our day. He's been on this routine for at least a month now, and everyone is asking me how I manage it. Well, these are a few of the strategies that I believe are important for getting little ones to sleep through the night. Number 1, develop a schedule. Now, I know a lot of people argue for on-demand feeding for babies, but I'm a big believer in getting them onto a schedule ASAP. Before I specialised in early life nutrition, I used to work in weight management. I learned that our stomach produces a hormone called ghrelin, which is known as the appetite clock. Ghrelin is the reason that some people, like me, can tell the time by their stomach. You can actually train your body to produce ghrelin at the same times every day, and in fact, this is really good for us. Research shows that people who eat meals at roughly the same time every day tend to have better portion control than people who eat randomly. Now, you don't have to be rigid in your schedule, but just like you might typically take a lunch break at noon or aim for a family to have dinner at around 7, having a rough schedule helps to develop your baby's appetite clock. Which leads me to number 2, which is the fact that I revolve my baby schedules around their meal times instead of around naps like I know many people do. For me, that means that if Bub is due for a 9 a.m. feed and he hasn't woken by 10 a.m, I'll actually wake him for a feed as I need him to get enough nutrition during the day. I give him up to an hour grace either side of my schedule. I believe that babies are able to regulate their own sleep needs and nap as they need to. Well, when they're little anyway. I tend to develop more of a sleep routine as they get closer to toddlerhood. My third tip is to make clear the difference between day and night. During the day, I get babies to nap in the light with noise in comparison to a quiet, dark room at night time so that they can really sense the difference. Fourthly, it's imperative that any feeding issues are dealt with. A baby won't sleep through the night if they're woken by reflux, vomiting, colic or allergies, so you have to sort them out first. I've got some great videos on those issues and more. Alternatively, this is where a personalised consultation with a dietitian can make all the difference. So if you need help, please reach out. The right feeding strategies can make all the difference with these types of issues. Number 5. One of the most common issues I see with new parents is allowing their babies to snack. So instead of giving their baby a full meal of, say, 150 meals every 3 hours, they'll give a 50 to 100 meal snack every time their baby cries. But maybe your baby is crying because they need burping, or have a dirty bottom, or are overtired, or have tummy pains from overfeeding. feeding again isn't always the answer. Anyway, the point is that it's essential that babies learn to have proper meal feed instead of constant grazing so that they can learn to sleep properly. And this leads me on to my belief that your baby needs to consume adequate calories throughout the day. Otherwise, he or she will wake up hungry. So once your bubby's on a schedule, start modifying the schedule to move feeds to your ideal meal times so that he or she is having adequate nutrition during the day. I typically aim for a 6 a.m. brekkie, 9:30 morning tea, noon lunch, 4 p.m. afternoon tea, 7 p.m. dinner and 10 p.m. dream feed. But obviously it will depend on their age and how much they're consuming. The final tip that I'll share today is how I cease overnight feeds. Once I've got my 10 p.m. dream feed in place, I slowly work on dropping one overnight feed at a time. Personally, I do this through a combination of reducing the feed volume and increasing the time between feeds. So hypothetically, if I was doing a feed at 10 p.m. and my little one woke at 1 a.m. for the next feed, but I knew that he could manage 4 hours between feeds, then I'd start by giving him some time to self-settle. If that didn't work, I'd move to giving him a cuddle. By then, at least 15 minutes will have gone by. If he was still looking for a feed, I'd try giving him just a small drink of milk, a diluted feed, or even a drink of boiled cooled water, prepared before I went to bed. Usually that would work, but if it didn't, to be honest, I'd give him a full feed and start again the next night because really, I need to get my sleep too. And yes, it's hard, especially when you know that a quick feed will quiet your little one immediately for another hour. And I also get the concern about them waking other members of the household. I invested in white noise for my daughter overnight to help drown out some of the baby's noise and have found that to be a really helpful strategy. But as they say, no pain, no gain. And I promise you that the gift of a full night's sleep is absolutely worth it. However, I truly believe that you have to have the other strategies in place first. Well, this was a mammoth video, but I have so many clients who tell me that their baby will sleep for 4, 5, 6 hours straight during the day, but will be waking every 2 hours during the night. From my perspective, if a baby can sleep for 6 hours during the day, then they can sleep for 6 hours during the night. You just need to problem solve why they're not. Now, you might like to share this video with the other mums that you know so that they can get some sleep too. And while you're here, check out some of my other videos, such as iron-rich foods for your baby. And please look after yourself. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. First step. Sorry. Thank you. Yes. I bet he starts crying in the middle of this.
No, don't jinx yourself.